Good morning, children. So today we start our new topic, how to find square root of numbers. Okay, so we know that sum of odd numbers is a square number. So every square number, we know that every square number can be expressed. Suppose 1 is equal to odd number, first odd number equal to 1 square. Okay. Secondly, 1 plus 3, both are odd number. First 2 odd number. Sum of first 2 odd numbers. Okay. Odd numbers equal to 1 plus 3, how much? 4. So 4 equal to 2 square. Okay. Like that. Sum of first 3 odd number, 1 plus 3 plus 5. Sum of first 3 odd number equal to how much sum? 9. So equal to 3 square. Again 1 plus 3 first, sum of first 4 odd numbers. 4 odd number 7. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 equal to how much? 16 equal to 4 square. Okay, we know that the sum of, the number express the sum of successive odd natural numbers starting from 1 is a square number. Okay, 1 square, this is 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. Similarly, so the sum of the first n odd natural number, sum of the first n natural number equal to how much? Is n square. Okay, so now we find the square root of the subtracting a number, odd number from a number. So we get the square root number. Look at, suppose our first topic is how to find square root of number. So our first process is repeated subtraction process. Finding square. First process is finding square root. Finding square root by repeated subtraction. So how do we find the square root using the repeated subtraction process? Look at, suppose a number, suppose 225. So when you find the square root any number, so we subtract only the odd number. Successive odd number. So successive odd number means first is 1, second is 3, third is 5, then 7, then 9, then 11, then 13, like that. So first we subtract 1 equal to 224. Again minus subtract again 3. Okay, that equal to 221. Again minus 5. 1, 3, 5. So 11 minus 5 equal to how much? 6. Okay, then 1, 2, 216. Again minus 7. 5 के बाद 7. So 216 minus 7 equal to 209. Then 209 minus 7, after the odd number is 9. So 9 minus 9 is 0, 200. Again minus 11. Then we get 189. Again minus 13. Okay, that equal to 6 minus 3. 9 minus 3 equal to 6. 176. Again subtract 15. We get 161. Okay, then 161 subtract from the, that is 17. 17 we get 11 minus 4, 7 equal to 4, 144. Again minus 19. So 125. Again minus 19 के बाद odd number is 21. So 4, 104. Again minus 23. So 81 minus 25 equal to 56. Okay. So next is 56 minus 27. Okay. That equal to 16 minus 7 equal to 9. 29. Then minus 29 equal to 0. Okay. So up to 0. We subtract repeatedly. So how many times we subtract the odd number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times. That means times it. Then 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 10, 11, 12, 13 times, 14 times, and lastly 15 times. So how many times we subtract the number, we get last remainder is 0. So that number, how many times? That number is our square root of that number. Means 225, square root of 225. This is the symbol of square root. Square root of 225 equal to 15. Okay. So but this process is time taking also. Okay. Smallest number we can find easily. Suppose 16. 16 minus 1 equal to 15. Again minus 3 equal to 12. Again minus 5 equal to 7. Again minus 7 equal to 0. Easily. But in the greater number, okay, big number, so that process is time taking process. So next we apply another process. Okay. So next is our how to find a square root of a number using the prime factorization process. Suppose again taking that example 225. Okay. So 225. So which digit? This is not divisible by 2, but it is divisible by 3. Why? So sum of the digits is 9. So first we put 3. 3 7 is 21. 3 5 is 25. Sorry, 15. So again we put 3. 3 2 is 6. 3 5 is 25. Okay. Next we put 5. 5 5 is 25. So 3 prime factors are 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. So when we find the square root of a number, so we taking two product of a number, we get only one, that number 3. Again into only 5. So we take the product of 2 3, we get 1 3. Again the product of 2 5, we get only 1 5. So the 3 into 5, product of 3 into 5 equal to 15. Means the square root of 225 equal to 15. Okay. So you compare the two process. First one and second. Which one is easy? So prime factorization. That's why. So you using the prime factorization process also. Okay. So third one is our long division process. Third one is our long division process. So what is long division process? Again, now we using the process long division. So what is long division process? Look at here. Again you taking that same examples. 225. Okay. So when we apply the long division process, so first thing we draw the bar right hand side to left hand side on the digit. Here 2 3, here 3 digits are here, 2 2 and 5. So always we take the bar right to left on the 2 digit, on the 2 digit. So here rest is only 1 digit, so we put 0. Okay. Again we put the bar on the digits. So next we divide. So first is 2. So 2 is which square? This is not the perfect square. So we put 1. 1 square is 1. Okay. So 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Again, process. Again, which number we put the first quotient, that is again we plus the numbers. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So here we taking, in the only division case, we take 1 by 1 digit on the under. But in the, when we find the square root, we take 1 bar together. Okay, एक साथ 1 बार को हम नीचे लाते हैं, means 25. Okay, so number is 125. So 125, the unit place is 5, means we put 5. Why? The unit place, if the unit place is 5, that is the square of 5. So again we put 5. 5, again this one we multiply. 25 5 ja 125. Okay, 0 means this is our square root. So 225 square root equal to 15. So we compare 3 process: repeated subtraction process, prime factorization process, and long division process. Okay, so always in higher class also and big number we always choose the long division process. This is very easy and less time taking. Okay, so next students, we find the square root of decimal. How to find square root of decimal? Suppose we take an example, 31.36. Okay, so before the points 2 digits and after the point also 2 digits here. So we the bar on the digits. So 31 is not a perfect square, but we trial which square is equal, not equal to, but less than 31. So first 6 square equal to 36, but 36 is greater than 31. So we put first 5. Okay, so 5 square equal to 25. Okay, 11 minus 5 equal to 6. So 6. Next, again plus 5 equal to 10. So here 10. So we take after decimal that bar, after decimal this bar. So first we put the decimal. Okay, so we take 36. 1 bar together. Okay, so next 10. So unit place is which digit? 6, means either we put either 4 or 6. So 10 we multiply first 4. 4 4 the 16. Again that is very less. Then we secondly we put 6. 6 4 ja 24. 6 0 ja 0. Again 2. Then 6 1 ja 6. 624. So that is also. So 104, either 4 or 6, that unit place is 6. So this one 16. So very less. So again we put multiply with 6. 6 6 the 36. Then 6 1 the 6. So we put after decimal the digit 6. Okay, so 636. Remainder is 0. Means 31.36 square root of 31.36 equal to 5.6. Okay, so this is the after decimal 2 digits. Now we are taking another example. Look at, suppose, so taking another example, suppose 8.1. We know that 81 is the square root of 9. 81 is the square root of 9. But now we find the square root of 8.1. Okay, so 8.1 means 81 by 10. Okay, 81 by 10. We find the square root. both 81 and 10. So 81 square root and 10 square root. Okay. So 9 by root 10. So 8.1 is not a perfect square. Okay. We cannot find the square root. So that square root is 8.1 square root equal to 9 by root 10. Okay. So next is our estimating square root. What is estimating square root? So next is topic is our estimating square root. First you know what is estimating numbers. We know that suppose 349 and 365. So you estimate the nearest 100 means we find the nearest 100. 349, the nearest 100 is what? 300. Nearable. And 365 is nearable by 400. Means ये जो 349, so 49 जो the 10 place is 4 less than 5. If the when we estimate nearest 100, we see the 10 place. Okay. So like that in the estimating square root means suppose we find a, you see the example, suppose 350. We find the square root of the number 350. This is not a perfect square number. Okay. So first we put the bar. Okay. 3. So we put first 1. 1 square equal to 1. So 3 minus 1 equal to 2. Again we taking 1 bar 250. Say plus 1 equal to 2. So here 0. So which digit we put multiply? So nearable by 250. We count. Okay. So 8. 28 into 8 equal to, we put 8. So 200 multiply, we get 224. So again we subtract 6 to 26. Then there is nothing another bar. So again now we put the 350 means after decimal we put many zero, that is valueless. So that's why we taking double zero, not 1 0. In the division case we take after decimal we first we put 0, then we put decimal, but in the square root we put 2 zeros. Okay. So then we put decimal. So 2600. So 2600, then we put 18, 36, then 7. We put 7. So 367 multiply with 7, we get 2569. Then we subtract lastly with the remainder 31. 2 digits. So again, sorry, there is 7. 18.7. After decimal 7 means approximately that is 19. Approximately that is 19. Okay. So means 335 is nearable by, suppose 18 square, we know that 18 square equal to 324. Okay. And 19 square equal to 361. So 350 is nearable this number or this number. That 350 difference in 350 and 324. The difference is 26, but here difference is only 11. So which number, which square is nearable? 19 square is nearable. Means 350 square root is 19. Okay. So that is the estimating value. Estimating square root. Estimating square root. So we write that 18 less than 350 less than 19. Sorry. So here square root. Okay. So 18 less than the square root of 350, again less than the number 19. Okay. So this one estimating value. So students, so our chapter number 6 is completed. So you practice all the try-digit number exercise. So next we again start our next topic. Okay. Thank you everybody.